Days of Our Lives preview week of January 6 Kat and Chad reunite. Rachel and Philip busted. Brady against Tate's marriage. JJ and Gaby's meddler chaos. Johnny's marriage advice. Stephanie's dream drama. Greetings to all Days of Our Lives fans. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates. Days of Our Lives spoilers exercise videotape for the week of January 6 to 10 pledges all the tea. So let's talk about some revealed secrets and juicy drama. There will be plenitude of Salamites in tight spots as the action heats up. For starters, Chanel Dupree DeMuro will lash out at Joy Wesley over what happened with Johnny DeMura and wonder how the hell Joy lives with herself. Next, Leo Stark will offer another reason to Javi Hernandez and wonder if it's too late for them to try again. Carrie will come along to intrude, but Days spoilers allude that Javi will patch effects up with Leo and maybe try to let Carrie down gently. Still, there's a good chance Carrie is the lady whistleblower impersonator who's been making Leo's life miserable. Once Javi gets updates on that news, he may put Carrie on full blast. In the meantime, Amy Choi will shock Brady Black when she talks about Tate Black and Sophia Choi's marriage plans being the precedents. Brady may argue that Tate and Sophia can co-parent without being a wedded couple, but Amy will formally again refuse to let her son's baby be born out of connubiality. Of course, that's not commodity that should be over to Amy, so Days spoilers say Brady may remind her of that as they disaccord. Over with Chad DeMera, he'll assure Julie Williams that there's no need to worry. Julie will smell that Chad has moping passions for Kat Green, but he'll shut down the idea that anything's going to be between them. Nonetheless, Days of Our Lives daily exercise videotape shows Chad literally hitting into Kat in the city forecourt. Chad will realize Kat has returned to Salem, so it won't be long until they feel a spark that becomes decreasingly delicate to repel. After Stephanie Johnson overhears Philip Kyriakis' phone call, she'll defy him of the forged letter. Days spoilers say Stephanie will fly into a rage and contend that Philip is a total fraud. It turns out Philip won't be the only one who gets fractured in the coming occurrences. Kristen DeMura will also realize Rachel Black is the one who's been draining out of Vitaly with those textbooks. Although Kristen will scold Rachel and advise that she can't go around hanging adversaries, Rachel will fire back that her mama does it. Kristen may realize she needs to start setting a better illustration or at least be more careful about what Rachel substantiations. Days of Our Lives spoilers say the week of January 6 to 10 will bring tons of excitement, so we'll pass along prognostications on all the conflict and chaos. Days of Our Lives Friday, January 3 recap JJ and Gaby's meddler chaos, Johnny's marriage advice, Stephanie's dream drama. Days of Our Lives spoilers recap for Friday, January 3 reveals that Paulina Price was surprised when Chanel Dupree DeMura appeared after spending the night in her mama's guest room. Chanel admitted that she'd left Johnny DeMura and delivered the news that he cheated with Joy Wesley. Still, Paulina realized there was further to the story since Johnny didn't actually sleep with Joy and allowed Chanel had cheated on him at the time. Paulina wondered why Chanel was so worried and stood up for Johnny a bit, but Chanel claimed it was still cheating and was insupportable. In the end, Paulina principally suggested she was just trying to see Johnny's side of effects, but assured Chanel she had her support. At the Body and Soul office, Abe Carver got updates on the whole situation from Johnny and suggested Chanel demanded time. Although Abe still had stopgap for Johnny and Chanel's marriage, he made a vaticination about Johnny having to put in the work. Once Abe headed home and talked to Paulina, she admitted she didn't suppose Chanel would forgive Johnny anytime soon. Next on Friday's day's occasion, there was some awkwardness as Joy woke up in bed with Alex Kyriakis. Joy was glad Alex wasn't wedded, but she still bothered about slipping up if he was hung up on Stephanie Johnson. Alex claimed effects were over with Stephanie and that she was moving on with her partner, Philip Kyriakis. Joy wound up making out with Alex as they prepared to go another round in bed. In the city forecourt on Friday's day's occasion, Chanel hung up on Johnny after he called. When Chanel saw Joy sitting on a bench, she rattled over in her heels to defy her. At the Hernandez house, JJ Devereaux was canoodling with Gabby Hernandez in bed when they heard a smash. Once JJ armed himself with a tennis chatter, Gabby joined him as they got ready to go up against their meddler. It turned out to just be Javi Hernandez, who had broken a coliseum while trying to make New Year's Day flapjacks. Once Javi met JJ, he finished making the flapjacks and dropped hints that left Gabby bothered he was allowing about Leo Stark. Javi teased Gabby and JJ about their romantic rekindling before taking off on Friday's Days of Our Lives show. Although JJ allowed he'd more go too, Gabby refocused out she was taking the week off from work. Since JJ didn't start back at the Salem PD until hereafter, he asked if Gabby wanted to spend the day together, and she accepted the offer. At Stephanie's apartment on Friday's Day's occasion, she pictured Alex was making love to her, and woke up to find Philip next to her rather. Philip got Stephanie to admit she'd been having a sizzling dream about Alex, so he bothered staying over was a huge mistake. Although Philip allowed he could help Stephanie move on, he claimed that he'd failed. Last night wasn't just a rollick for old time's sake as far as Philip was concerned. He was authentically interested in starting up a relationship with Stephanie again. Still, Philip allowed they should just end this now before it was too late, if Stephanie didn't feel the same way. Stephanie conceded that her situation with Alex was like Philip's situation with Chloe Lane, so they couldn't just turn off all their residual passions. That said, Stephanie felt that Alex was her history and wanted to concentrate on Philip now. After Stephanie induced Philip to stick around for breakfast, he made her some special eggs and enjoyed flirting with her. Stephanie assured Philip that she had a good time last night as they said their farewells in the doorway. Alex returned home following his own hot night with Joy, so effects were uncomfortable as he saluted Stephanie and Philip in the hallway. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Alex and Stephanie will find their way back to each other ultimately, but they'll continue to make some wrong choices for now. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.